This is Tony Reid with Rattling the Cage for Tap Out MMA Worldwide Magazine. I'm joined here by Matt Brown. Fresh off a nice victory, like I said, a classic Matt Brown victory here at UFC on FX4. How you feeling?
I feel good, man. A little sore, tired, long day, hard fight, but happy to get the job done and ready to move on with the week, enjoy my weekend.
Yeah, definitely.
It's nice fighting on Friday.
Yeah, it is. It's a little odd though too.
It's a little odd, yeah, but I get to enjoy my Saturday.
Yeah.
The weekend's not over this time.
Yeah. So I was saying, like you were saying before we got on camera here, it was like the classic Matt Brown fight. Like when you're at a distance where you're kind of engaging, you're throwing hard, and then you get in the clinch and it's like the short elbows, it's the knees, and all of a sudden the guy is just crumbles. It's like that seems how it happens a lot. Like you're just on the guy and all of a sudden you just crumbles. Is that kind of like part of the game plan? Obviously, it's sort of your style. So.
It worked, for this guy. You might have to change it up for the next guy, obviously. But for this guy, he was shorter than me, and that's generally what you do. Try to keep the distance. But he got in close. I looked for the plum tie clinch, and put a knee in his face, and it happened to work out perfect. I anticipated him looking for the takedown, and he actually got one takedown. I don't know how. I don't remember, but. He got lucky, got a takedown. But other than that, I stopped all his takedowns and made almost to perfection.
Yeah. So this is your 13th fight in the UFC. Does it seem like that many, or does this time kind of fly by, or you know what I mean? Does it seem like you fought 13 times?
Oh man, I guess it's UFC's my life now. You know what I mean? I feel like I can be here for until I retire. Company man now for the UFC, and this is what I love. I'm happy to be in this organization, and I hope to be able to keep it up.
Yeah. So you're known for having like an iron chin. You've never been knocked out. Never really been rocked a great deal in the UFC. I want to jinx anyone. I've never seen that with Brian Eversole. He's never been knocked out, and then he kind of gets stunned tonight. But what do you attribute that to? Like just the fact that you haven't really been knocked out yet? Is it just like the style of the way you fight? Is it really you have? Obviously anyone can be knocked out. But what do you attribute the fact that you haven't been so successful in what you're doing?
Just hard work. Anything related to success, I always attribute to hard work. It's all I know. I wake up every day and I work hard as I can until I go to sleep. There's nothing else. That I think a person can do it themselves. Other than that, that's the way I was raised, and it's just the way I live my life. It's the only thing I know. So that's the only thing I can attribute to.
Yeah. So you kind of have the killer be killed, type of style, type of guy, which makes every fight you're in exciting. It's kind of going to end one way or the other. But you've only gone to decision, I think it's 4 times in 25 fights. Can you talk about the mentality of maybe not leaving it for the judges? I know everybody gives the judges a bad rap. Is that in your mind, or is it just your style to just kill or be killed? Is there kind of a combination?
Yeah, I think it's more just my style. My style, I don't even know where it came from or anything. I think
we talked before, and we were talking about Vanderlei. Like you watched Vanderlei. I think that's the last time we talked.
Yeah, originally, when I first started fighting, Vanderlei was a huge influence on me, and he was a huge part of the reason that I started fighting seriously and really started wanting to fight all the time. And, when I first started fighting, I didn't have any style. I wasn't a wrestler or great boxer or kickboxer. So I was like, I just want to be like Vanderlei.
Be a berserker.
Yeah, just go straight blitzkrieg style. I think my style's developed beyond that now, but at the same time, I can't understand how people can go out and have a late fight or a boring, run around.
So I was gonna say, speaking of that, like the main event tonight was a little odd. Not a few guys get to see it, but there's a lot of
I read about it. I read about it on the internet. I was actually just relaxing. Grabbing some food, trying to cover a little bit. So I can't understand how people can do. When that cage door closes, I think of nothing but get rid of this guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I can't think of how can I avoid the conflict. That's what I've been training for the whole training camp is that conflict.
Yeah.
In my mind, I want to get in there and let's see who's better. You punch me, I punch you, whatever. Let's see who's better. That's what we're here for. I don't want to see if I can run faster than you, or I do track. I don't want to see if I can out wrestle you, or I do wrestle. I want to see who's tougher, who's stronger, who's better. That's good.
That's awesome. So you seem like a very, like all business, no frills, down to earth, like kind of like just all business guy. How happy would you be if you just could train and fight and never had to do another interview again?
Yeah, I would love that. To be honest, I would absolutely. My life has changed a lot since I had kids. I had a lot of problems when I first had kids with balancing, because my life before was just 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I'm a fighter. And then I had kids, and I had a hard time finding that balance. And it probably cost me a couple fights. It's my fault, not the kids' fault or anybody else's. It's my fault. I should have been able to mentally fight through that, but it was hard on me. But I think now, I've found that place a little better where I can be, not a hardcore businessman, intense, killer 24 hours a day. Now, I got a soft side. I can have that soft side without losing who I am. You know what I mean? And it just took me a little while to realize that now I'm in a good place and feeling good. Got a good life.
So you got the minivan, but you lost it there, right?
Got rid of the minivan.
Did you?
Yeah.
Still have the Jeep, right? The Cherokee?
Gave the Cherokee to the woman, said now she drives out with the kids and everything. It's a family vehicle.
Nice. I think I did see a picture of that somewhere, actually.
Yeah. I put some pictures up where I'm with you.
Yeah, that's actually what it was, yeah. So speaking of family life, like we were talking, like to be a fighter, you have to dedicate your whole life to it almost, and the people at home, like I was talking to Tim Boach, we're good friends, and I talked to his wife, and she said, honestly, like it's our dream, like it's almost like the team, and if her job at the time, because the window's so short, if her job is to kind of raise the kids alive in the early stages while he goes to pursue his dreams, that's kind of her job. Kind of have like that juggling act, that balancing act, too. That seems like
it's difficult. That's because on both sides. We want to be together as a family all the time. So it's difficult for everybody. It's just days like today. This is when, or tomorrow when I see the kids. The day after when I see the kids and stuff. That's when you realize it was all worth it. You know what I mean? I know probably 10, 15 years from now when kids are growing up a little bit, I'm probably going to wish I spent more time with them. So I try to spend all the time with them I can. It's a huge juggling act. And, there's no perfect way to do it. There's no right way. It's a different lifestyle. Working 9 to 5. Than just about anything else. So. Have to adjust and have a strong one there. The two of you just communicate work together. Just like I guess about the same with any job. I mean, in any life, you gotta work together, especially when you have twins.
These two little boys at home for those.
Yeah, we got twin boys, 20 months old now. Man, you look at the statistics, the divorce rate amongst people with multiple is ridiculous. It's something like 90% or something. It's out of control. And I completely understand why. Because the least bit of non-communication, causes a huge hassle. Everything's complicated, You guys have any kids?
I have 2 from previous marriages. She's like a mother to them, so she knows. And they're about 16 months apart.
But you know what it's like, though, right?
Close,
you know what it's like, man. Even one kid, I don't know, I think if I just have one kid, easy as hell.
It multiplies every problem, right?
Yeah.
There's 2 or 3 or 4. It's like
I think one would be a breeze, but no, It's a huge juggling act. Everything in your life is constantly juggling. And then there's that mental energy is what really gets you, constantly. When I first had kids, I'd be in the gym constantly thinking, man, I should be at home.
Yeah.
What am I doing here? She's at home freaking killing herself.
Yeah.
So I think, it probably gets easier with time too.
I remember talking to Kane shortly, I think it's right after he had his first child, and he said the same thing. Like he'd be up in the middle of the night and have to get up at like super early in the morning to go train. It's just kind of like just an odd juggling act.
Yeah, and then the first 4 or 6 months, kids don't sleep. So our one didn't sleep till about 6 months, and one didn't sleep till about 4 months through the night. So we had 2 of them waking up in the middle of the night.
And each parent has to be out, right? It's like, can each...
Well, we would do it with just one. Take care of it. So we sleep. The first 2 weeks was probably the worst. Love my kids dead, but that was probably the worst 2 weeks of my life, man. I mean, that's some bitch shit. That first 2 weeks, man, because she had a C-section, so she was bed rest for 2 weeks. So I was 24/7 with babies. That's why I told her, I said, if we have any more kids, we're signing a contract. I ain't getting up in the middle of the night ever again. We'll have all the kids you want, like you'll do in the nighttime.
It'll be more airtight than the super contract.
Yeah.
You have lawyers.
Way more. Oh, yeah.
That's funny. So I don't want to hold you up too long. See a bunch of people here. Happy to see you win. What do you think's next for you?
Next to get married.
There you go. Fair.
I'm just gonna work hard as I can every day, improve, and get better. Probably take at least 2 months.
When guys going over to social?
What they say to you?
You're going home?
Do an interview.
That's all right. It's fine. It's fine. No worries.
I'm gonna take a couple months off, and then not off. I'll be at gym training, improving, do my wedding and all this stuff, and then be back in the cage for about a year, get my 4th this year.
Awesome. Everything to say before we sign off? I'm gonna let you go and get back to your relaxing. Anything you want to say before we sign off?
Just thank my sponsors as always. Force Energy, been there for a long time. Vitamin May, I appreciate them guys. Follow me on Twitter at I Am Immortal. Hit me up on Facebook.
Tony Reid, Rattling the Cage, Tap Out Magazine, Matt Brown, signing off.